Right then, let's get straight into it. So, sitting up nice and straight, ideally unsupported. And just start off now at your own pace, breathing through your nose. Some nice low breathing, low into your belly, into your abdomen. So this is what I call deep breathing. Deep into your lungs, deep into your body. Not necessarily big, not yet anyway, but just breathing low into the body. And check in with yourself now. The thing that sometimes people struggle with when they think about this deep breathing, this low breathing, is movement of the shoulders and movement of their upper chest. So just have a little check-in with yourself and just see, are you able to breathe deeply without this happening at the same time? Or without the chest moving in and out at the same time? If you do feel your shoulders moving, can you just be a little bit of consciousness to those areas? See if you can relax them and make all the movement from kind of below your rib cage downwards. So now, keeping your breath, your inhalation and exhalation fairly equal. Doesn't matter on how fast they are at the moment. Don't worry about that. Inhaling and exhaling. Now start to maybe deepen that or make the breath a little bit bigger. Use it as a moment to have a little bit of a stretch almost. So as well as feeling your belly moving out with each inhalation, see if you can also become aware of your lower ribs expanding outwards with each inhalation, contracting inwards with each exhalation. Can you force that a little bit? Give yourself a little bit of a stretch there. Maybe even feel it in your back body as well. This is a little bit of preparation. We're going to be doing some slightly deeper breathing today. So this is kind of a gentle warm-up for that. So now put one hand on your upper chest. We're all just going to check it now and see what's happening up here as you continue to breathe deeply into your abdomen. Nice equal breaths. What's happening with this upper hand? Are you able to breathe without moving it? Or you're engaging a few secondary muscles and pulling your rib cage up and down? If you are, just think about trying to relax all around your shoulders, pulling the air in to the very bottom of your body. So you're kind of filling up from the bottom up. Now that you're stretching around your midriff, blowing that balloon up inside your body, perhaps you can rest your hands now on your lap. If you haven't done so already, you could close your eyes or just lower your gaze. Or take a moment to check in. So drop any conscious breathing pattern and tune in to how you're feeling right now. What's the energetic state in your body? What have you brought in with you that you might be able to put to one side for a little while? And this passive aspect of a breathwork practice is just as important as the active side. It's practicing awareness, knowing what's changed. So maybe now is the time to try and physically relax a little bit. So if you did notice that you had a bit of tension in your shoulders, you could try a few shoulder rolls forwards and backwards. Nothing too big and energetic, just a loosening. Maybe you need to stretch your neck in some way, wiggle your jaw. It's been a talky kind of day. A little smile helps to relax the muscles in your face. Moving up and thinking about all those little muscles around your eyes that just don't need to do very much for the next 20 minutes or so. Can you let them relax? Let your eyes sink back into their sockets. Forehead becoming soft. Scalp relaxes. Now bring your awareness to the feeling of the air moving in and out through your nose. Slightly cooler air entering your nostrils. Warmer, conditioned air leaving them. We're going to soften things down now. Quieten the breath. Quickly try and get ourselves quickly but gently, into a state of stillness. So use the feeling of the air as it moves in and out through your nose as an anchor point. Once you notice your mind has wandered, back to that feeling. Now, soften your breathing. So from two aspects you can think about the volume of your breath. Can you make it quiet enough that you're hiding it from yourself? Also, can you limit the amount of movement required to take each breath? There'll always be a little bit. But if we're in a room together, would you be able to hide your breathing from me or from each other? So this immediately takes us into a place of stillness, softness, light breathing. And now what we'd like to do is generate a little bit of air hunger. So air hunger is the feeling that you would like to be breathing a slightly more air, taking a slightly bigger lungful of air, but instead deliberately restricting your breathing so that that doesn't happen. Now, when we do this exercise, just be mindful of your own limits. If you go too far, you'll either feel your breathing become a bit erratic and you won't feel like you're in control. Take a step back, take some bigger breaths. Decide whether or not to join back in. And the same goes if it makes you feel anything you're not comfortable feeling. Again, take some deeper breaths and decide whether you want to join in. So, slightly cooler air entering your nostrils, slightly warmer air leaving them. Breathing so quietly, so lightly. And now, can you breathe a little bit less air? So if you're filling the container to 100%, can you instead just start filling it up to 70% instead? As you do that, you're going to approach gradually that threshold of air hunger. And the idea is to find that threshold, find that line in the sand, and hang around there. You might feel, especially if you've been doing this for a little while now, you might feel a welcome warmth that comes with this practice. As your blood vessels start to dilate, get better blood flow around the body, because we're not exhaling as much carbon dioxide as we like. That's the feeling of air hunger. So it gets to work in your body. One of the things it does is to dilate blood vessels, aid in oxygen delivery. Slightly cooler air entering your nostrils, slightly warmer air leaving. Breathing lightly, quietly, not quite filling the container up to full. Finding that air hunger. If it's If it's a slightly uncomfortable feeling, can you make friends with that? You're in control of it. So we're now letting our brains have a really good supply of blood, really good supply of oxygen. And the result is often a feeling of calm, focus, serenity. By breathing a little bit less air, not a little bit more air. Sit here for another 30 seconds or so. We're going to return to this state. Try to return to this state a couple more times throughout the session. So we remind ourselves of what it feels like. See if we can drop into it a little more quickly the next times we do it. Okay, so leave that for now. Take some fuller breaths, do whatever your body needs to do to respond to that. We're actually going to do some deeper breathing now. We're going to do a CATANA breathing, a light version. So for this, we're going back to deep breathing, deep into your belly, low breathing. We're going to take some big breaths this time. We don't often take big breaths in breathing buddies. We're going to take 5 big breaths, quite fast. And after the 5th one or thereabouts, depends how well I can keep count. You're going to inhale, then hold the breath for 5 seconds, and then a long, slow exhalation, and drop back into breathing light. So, easier just to do this, I think, than explain it. So we'll get into sync for this. So take a little breath in, exhale, then inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Long, slow exhalation. And when you get back to that neutral position, a comfortable position, just pause. As soon as you feel like you want to take a breath, see if you can just breathe the minimum amount that allows your mind, your body to let go of the idea that you're hungry for more air. So you're just going to hover around in this paused position for 30 seconds, a minute or so. So we've dumped a bit of carbon dioxide by doing the faster, deeper breathing. Now we just let it build back up again through the stillness and light breathing. Okay, stick with a few more seconds and we'll do another round. Right, take a breath in, exhale, then inhale, exhale. Big breath in, out, big inhalation, exhale, big inhalation, exhale. Inhale, hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Long, slow, gentle exhalation. Nice and controlled. When you get back to that neutral position, pause. And again, wait until you get the trigger to take another breath, and just take the minimal amount that you need to satiate that need. This is a kind of autonomic nervous system balancing act. A little bit how box breathing is as well. Create a little bit of sympathetic tone with the deeper breathing, the faster breathing, a little bit of parasympathetic tone at the end. And the overall effect is hopefully one of calm, stillness, but alertness as well. Okay, we'll do one more round. Take a breath in and out, and then big inhalation, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Long, slow, relaxed exhalation back to that paused position again. And again, just wait till you get the signal to breathe. Just take a little sip of air if you can manage that. Or just breathe consistently but very lightly. So next we're going to move into box breathing, but a little bit differently to how I normally do it. I'm going to be, it's a 4x4 box. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. But try and do this, if possible, with little breaths. So slightly smaller breaths than you might feel like you want to. We've been practicing now, building up this tolerance to carbon dioxide. Can you just do box breathing with tiny little breaths? You can always breathe a little bit more if it becomes uncomfortable, but can you create a little bit of air hunger whilst also following the box breathing pattern? Okay, again, let's get in sync. So take a breath in and out, then breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, little breaths, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, last round, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, relax, and see if you can drop straight into that state of lightness. Take your awareness straight back to your nose, feeling the slightly cooler air entering your nostrils, slightly warmer air leaving. And just be aware of what's changed in terms of the state, your energetic state within your body, your mental state. How does it compare to where we were at the beginning? Without judgment. Perhaps nothing's changed. I'm going to guess something's changed. Nice, light, slow, breathing is still low, still breathing from the diaphragm, still feeling your tummy expanding a little bit. Making friends, if you can, with that slightly uncomfortable feeling of the carbon dioxide building up and causing a little bit of air hunger. Slightly cooler air entering your nostrils, slightly warmer air leaving them. Okay, we'll remain here for another 30 seconds or so, and move into our last paced breathing practice. If your mind wanders, back to the feeling of the air moving. Okay. Drop that exercise for now. Do whatever your body wants to do to respond. It's usually to take a fuller breath, or 2 or 3. We'll wind things up with the usual couple of exercises I like to do at the end. So, let's now breathe in for a count of 4, out for a count of 6, a little pause at the end. A nice relaxed shape to take us into the end of the evening. Let's get in sync again. Take a breath in and out. Then inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale, exhale. Let's start dropping the cues. Pause. Inhale, exhale. Let's carry on at your own pace. Pause. Make sure your exhalation is longer than your inhalation. And then play with the pause. How long is the pause your body wants? Gives you a little indication of how well your body is tolerating carbon dioxide. How quickly you become breathless. And if you practice this relatively regularly, if you start to recognize this pattern in yourself, the pause at the end of exhalations when you're at rest and breathing, you can start to notice what sort of state your body's in. If you suddenly notice that you can't, that pause has become shorter, then perhaps there's something going on. Perhaps there's inflammation in the body. Perhaps you've just had a sugary meal, cup of coffee. You can start to tell things about your internal state by looking at this natural pause, which is giving you information. It's actually about the pH of your blood. You talk about carbon dioxide. Increased carbon dioxide means more acidic blood. And other things also make your blood acidic. So they can be indicators for health and lifestyle. Okay, a little lecture over there. We'll start to wind things up. Physiological side, because it feels good again. Let's do that. We all know how to do this. You're going to take a deep breath in. Top it up. Side out. Deep breath in. Top it up. Ah. Sigh it out. Deep breath in. Top it up. Ah. Sigh it out. Just pause for a second now. See how that feels. And let's do another couple. Deep breath in. Top it up. Sigh it out. And the last one for good luck. Deep breath in. Top it up. Ah. Sigh it out. Thank you all for joining us for Breathing Buddies this week.